Okay. Hi there. If you're struggling to let go, it is not because you are weak. It is probably because your nervous system has convinced you that holding on is safer than letting go. Today, I want us to talk about letting go, something that I have struggled with, something that I am still working on. So, if we have not met as yet, hi there. My name is Onge. My channel is all about self love, self care, self improvement, and I love walking in this journey with you. So, last week, if you were watching my live, I was talking about how it's very important for you to let go of things that no longer serve you if you want to open up space for new blessings. Like, for example, if you want a new car, you need to make sure that your garage is clean and you're ready to receive that new car. If you want to get new clothes, it's important that you let go of the old ones. You donate them, you give them away, you burn them, whatever. Just open space for new blessings. So let's dive in and talk about why it's important to let go and how you can actually do it. All right. So yesterday I was cleaning my daughter's room. So my daughter's room has been very messy. There were toys, there were clothes on top of her bed. It was just a mess. And I keep some of my clothes in her closet as well. So when I would open there looking for maybe my gym clothes, it would be so difficult for me to find them. And I was telling myself that I am going to really take some time and organize that closet and clean that room. So yesterday I did that. And if you're like me, you struggle with procrastination sometimes, I would highly suggest that you set a timer for yourself. So what I did was I took my laptop, I put it on top of a pedestal, and I opened Temptation Island on Netflix, and I was watching as I was folding the clothes and organizing things. And I saw as I was organizing that there are clothes that I'm no longer wearing, that I will never wear because maybe they're out of style, or maybe they do not fit my lifestyle anymore, or maybe I just don't feel like they represent the person that I want to become. Right. So what I did was to take some things and put them aside, deciding if I want to donate them, if I want to give them away, if I want to put them in a maybe pile. And I did that. And I also saw my daughter's onesie, the one that she wore on her way out of hospital, her first onesie, and that filled me with so much emotions, so much gratitude when I thought of that day, one of the best days of my life, where I was blessed with her. And I had to ask myself tough questions. Why do I want to keep this onesie? And for me, some of the excuses were I would give it maybe to my sister. I know that I don't want more kids, so definitely I'm not keeping it for a new kid. And I think, do I really need to keep it for her, or I can just let it go? And what I've realized is that with letting go, we struggle with it because of the stories that we have told ourselves when it comes to those items. So it's not about the items themselves, it's about the stories that holding on to those things have, right? And I put some things on the side, and I took a dress that I really loved, a dress that I only wore once, and I put it on the side. And I was thinking, must I keep this for when my daughter is old, or must I let it go? And I decided to let it go. And that was so difficult for me because that dress meant so much for me. It was bought for me by someone that loved me at the time. And I realized that the reason why I struggled so much to let go of that dress is because in that moment when I had that dress, first of all, it made me feel so beautiful. Second of all, it made me feel like I was chosen, I was loved, I was validated, and I was appreciated the way I wanted to be appreciated. So ask yourself every time you're struggling to let go of something, why do you want to keep it? Is it because of the story that you are telling yourself about that, or is it because you really need to keep it. And most of the time, you don't really need to keep something that you're not using. Realize that there's someone out there who is less privileged than you, someone who will really benefit from having that item. So release it with love and let go of it, right? And as I was driving to that place to donate the clothes, I almost cried, and I was thinking, oh my god, why am I crying? Am I gonna cry over clothes now? And that is where it hit me, that really letting go of things that you don't need, whether it is clothes or maybe a person or a friendship. It's not about just that, it's about what it means for you. And after dropping the clothes off, I remember thinking, I hope that the person who's going to get my dress is really going to appreciate it. I hope that they feel as beautiful as I did when I wore that dress. And then I realized that is also another area of my life that I need to heal from, because when I let go of something, a clothing item, I have no control over what the person who's gonna get it is gonna do with it. If they want to cut it and maybe create a new item from that, that is fine. If they want to donate it as well, that is fine. If they want to burn it, that is fine. My job is just to let go of what does not serve me and let it go with love and hope for the best, and not need to control what's going to happen once I let go of that item. Right. Hey, Sammy. I'm so excited to have you today. And so after that, I wanted to buy hot wings from KFC. And I know for me, when I'm craving hot wings, it's usually because there are emotions that I'm trying to numb. And I told myself, you know what, I'm gonna sit with these emotions. I'm gonna journal about this. I'm gonna ask myself important questions. Why is it so difficult for me to let go of these things? Why do I want to numb these feelings, right? And I ended up buying myself a smoothie from Kwe, which is healthier. And I'm so grateful and proud of myself for doing that. So if you want to learn to let go of things that do not serve you, you need to start with small steps, right? So you cannot expect to be able to let go of something so big if you've never practiced, right? Think of letting go as building a muscle. Start with something that is small and detach from that, and ask yourself the important questions. Why do you want to hold on to this? Another thing that I struggled with was to let go of a lamp that was old, because it was working, but it was not beautiful anymore. It was outdated, and I had to let go of that, because when you want new things in your life, you have to open space for new things, right? So think of letting go as a muscle that you need to build every day. Think of it as something that you need to train, something that you're not born good at or not, something that you need to just keep trying and detaching small bit by bit, right? And I've realized that I don't only struggle to let go of things that I don't need when it comes to clothes. I also struggle with people. Like, I can see that this relationship is so toxic. I can see that this friendship does not serve me, but it takes so much time for me to be able to let go of that, because with people, I always feel like I don't want to give up on people, with friendships as well. But if something is no longer working out for you, you need to open space for new friendships. You need to let them go with love, with peace, without resentment and grudges. And just know that when you're letting go of friendships that no longer serve you, you are opening up space for friendships that are going to be so amazing for you, right? And another thing that I wanted to share about this is, what do you want to share? Okay, so when it comes to letting go of my daughter's clothes, I had to realize that the memories that I have about that day are within my heart. I don't need to hold on to physical things to prove my love. I don't need to hold on to a dress that no longer serves me in order for me to prove that in that moment I was validated, I was loved, I was chosen. It's okay to let go of things and know that the memories live within your heart. And also, I think this is especially difficult when you have lost a person, like let's say your relative has passed away and you want to hold on to their t-shirt, or you want to hold on to whatever item that you love from them, to realize that the memory of that person lives within you, in your heart, and you don't have to hoard things just because they make you feel closer to them. And for me, what I did was to let go of all the items that for me were emotionally charged, the way it was maybe something that reminds me of the time where I was validated. And what I've learned about this is, in order for you to be able to tell your nervous system that it is safe to let go, you need to learn to cultivate safety within yourself. You cannot rely on other people, whether it is relationships or family or friends, to make you feel safe. Make yourself feel safe. For me, I do this by doing meditation. I will always preach that meditation has really healed me. It has made me love myself more. It has made me let go of limiting beliefs, because with meditation you sit with your thoughts, you inquire about how you think and why do you think like that, where is it coming from, and things like that. So allow yourself to be safe by doing meditation or doing prayer. But for me, meditation and doing breath works, they do the most magic for me. And I feel like with breath work as well, it works like in 5 minutes. If I do breath work and I take the time to slow down, even if I was angry, I am able to calm down as very quickly, like within 2 to 5 minutes if I'm doing breath work. So just breathe in and breathe out. And for me, I've learned as well that when you're breathing in and you're breathing out, you are receiving life as you're breathing in, and as you are breathing out, you're also giving out life. So it's important to know that life is all about give and take. So when you receive something, you let go of something, and that is how it is. Even when you look at the ocean, the waves, they just come and go. So it's important to allow yourself to open your hand and let go, and allow yourself to receive new blessings, right? And what I've realized as well is, when you love yourself, when you choose yourself, when you show up for yourself consistently, you will not have the need to hold on to that one moment where you were chosen and loved for dear life, because you know that it is normal for you to be chosen. You choose yourself daily. It is normal for you to be taken care of. You take care of yourself daily. It is normal for you to be loved. And if you're not used to pouring into yourself, that one day where you are given crumbs, you will treat those crumbs like a meal, because you're not used to pouring into yourself. So it's very important that you pour into yourself. You make yourself feel safe. You choose yourself daily. You love yourself daily. You take care of yourself daily, so that when something is not serving you, or when someone is love bombing you and they come and they give you this extravagant gift for just one day out of the whole year, you know that you've got you know that you need to let go of this, because it is not serving you. It is toxic, right? So it's very important that you show up for yourself, so that when someone shows up for you just once in a while, you don't hold on so tight to that, because you are not used to the feeling of being chosen, of or being loved, or being taken care of, right? And what else? Oh, another thing that I wanted to say is, self-love is like peeling an onion. You peel an onion and then you see a layer that needs to be removed. You remove that, you see another layer, because I've noticed that after I had donated those clothes, I saw so many things in my house that I needed to let go of, like my daughter's baby car seat. And also, I saw a monitor in my room, and I saw also speakers that I had from varsity, which are things that I need to let go of, not because they are broken, but because they no longer serve me. And I've noticed that this thing of not wanting to let go of things is not something that is it's not something that I should be ashamed of. It's something that I've also learned from home. Like at home, if you go there now, you'll still find my father's car, who passed away long time ago in 2007. But his car is still there because my mom has struggled so much to sell it and let it go, and now it's just rotting, right? So it's important to know that some of the things that you're struggling with, it's not because you're a bad person, it's because maybe you've learned it somewhere. And also for me, it made me send compassion towards my mother and understand that it must be so difficult for her to let it go, because that is the memory of her husband. So it must really feel tough for her to let go of such an item that is connecting her. It's not really connecting her to my father, but like it reminds her of my father. So don't be so hard on yourself if you feel like it's difficult for you to let go, and know that it is not easy. It is like a muscle, like I said. So let go of something small. For me, the way I started with this was to just look at the clothes that I know that I'm not gonna wear again, and I just took them and I put them in a bag, and I stayed for like maybe a month or two before I was able to let them go. But this time, yesterday, I told myself that I'm going to pack them and I'm going to let them go as soon as I can before I change my mind, because I know myself that sometimes I procrastinate. Sometimes I tell myself that I'm going to do something and then I end up not doing it. So you need to know yourself and know what can you handle, how long can you hold on to something for, and also ask yourself questions. Why do you want to hold on to this? And how long do you want to hold on to this for? And also, don't be like me, where you just take a lot of things and you take them away all at the same time. Start with something small. Maybe just take 2 t-shirts that you know that are in good condition, but you know that you're not gonna wear them again, and just give them away, maybe to a donation place or maybe to church. And donating feels so good, and for me, it makes me feel so privileged, so grateful. It makes me feel like I am really blessed that I have things that I can just give away to someone. It makes me feel so blessed to know that I have such an abundance of clothes that I don't even wear, right? So let go of the things that you don't need. And this will teach you to also let go of people, to teach you to let go of friendships that no longer serve you as well, and even jobs sometimes that no longer serve you. When you know that when I let go of something, I know that I'm opening my hands to be able to receive something new. Okay, and oh, okay. And also, I feel like when you are able to let go, you are also teaching yourself to let go of even emotions. Like when you are holding on to anger, when you're holding on to grudges, when you're holding on to bitterness. If you learn to let go in one area of your life, you will have the courage to let go in other areas of your life as well. So you will learn to let go of grudges. And for me, what has helped me to let go of resentment and bitterness towards people is sending them love. And at first, this was so difficult. In fact, even now, it's not easy. But when you feel so much anger towards someone or bitterness, just say these things. I wish this person, you say their name, I wish this person love. I wish this person happiness. May they find peace. May they find happiness. May they find love. And that will make you feel so good. I've realized that it is the ego that wants us to hold on to grudges. It is the ego that wants us to have revenge on people. But God within us wants us to let go. God wants us to love people the way He loves us. God wants us to forgive people and have a life that is more peaceful. So before you send love and peace and happiness to that person, also start with yourself and say that, may I have peace, may I have love, may I have happiness, and then extend that to the other person that has hurt you and say that, may this person, let's say this person is John, may John have happiness, may John have love, may John have peace, and you will feel so much better within yourself. You'll feel so good when you send love to other people. And I've noticed as well that when I send love to people that are difficult in my life, somehow they change or they treat me different than what they used to, or maybe they just disappear from my life, they move away from my space, and that is such a blessing. So learn to tame your ego and learn to practice more love. And it's not easy, but the more you practice, the more you will get better at it. What else do I want to say? I think that's it for the day. Another thing that I've learned this week recently was a soulmate and a soul work. And as I was watching Temptation Island, I saw this couple. So this guy was very respectfully on his friend, I think on day one, day two, and the lady was so angry and she had back. But when I saw them on the last fire, I saw how pain they were both in. So I realized as well that people hate you, people like, so if someone who hate you and you realize this was not a soulmate, maybe this was a soul work. And that's bad. But like when you realize it's a soulmate, you start to think of being grateful. It's like, okay, God to me, so I talk to myself. So it's not short for me, of course, they told me that they never let me. And it was also a bit emotional for me to see the ladies have been heartbroken, the way they grew, the way they picked themselves, choosing themselves, and it was beautiful. So head to your head home. So one has you, the one is you, but it's still next heading that people need to hit others. And two wasn't. So the one that I like, I'm waking up like this next week. I send you much money. I will wait for you. I feel like I really feel I have my practice. I let my parents this because sometimes I make it. I actually like just the don't go for what is one of hold. I actually do the thing. And from the following, I'm also like one of the also you. Yeah, I have people. What like just like go like spend